মই পাঠটো পঢ়ি গৈছো তোমালোকে শুনি যাবা হাতত যদি কিতাপ আছে কিতাপখন লবা আৰু নাই যদিও মই যেটো তোমালোকক PDF ফাইল দিছো তাৰ পৰা চাই লব পাৰিবা I started for school very late that morning and was in great dread of a scolding, especially because MML had said that he would question us on participles and I did not know the first word about them. So this is a very long sentence. So the whole lesson is started in first person. The narrator, who is a school boy, he said that on a specific morning, on a specific date, on that day in the morning time when it was his time to go to school, he became very late for school. And when he started very late for school, he was in a very great fear. Dread means fear. He was in a very great fear because he was afraid of a scolding by his teacher. And the name of his teacher is MML. অৰ্থাৎ ছাত্ৰগৰাকীয়ে তেওঁ কথাখিনি ক'বলৈ আৰম্ভ কৰিছে তেওঁ এগৰাকী স্কুলীয়া ছাত্ৰ আৰু তেওঁৰ শিক্ষকজনৰ নাম MML এটা বিশেষ দিনৰ কথা কৈছে সেইদিনা তেওঁ স্কুলত ৰাতিপুৱা বহুত পলমকৈ ঘৰৰ পৰা ওলাইছিলে কাৰণ কিয় তেওঁ সেইদিনা স্কুলত গালি খাবলৈ ভয় কৰি আছিল বিশেষকৈ MMLৰ গালি খাবলৈ because the teacher MML said that on that specified day he will ask them the questions about the rules of participles and unfortunately this student the narrator he didn't know anything about the rules of participle. Perhaps MML was a very tough teacher and normally if the student would not able to reply his questions normally he punished them and that is why the students was very much afraid of MML. অৰ্থাৎ ছাত্ৰজনে স্কুললৈ সেইদিনা বহুত পলমকৈ লোৱাৰ কাৰণটো হৈছে কি যে তেওঁলোকৰ শিক্ষক MML তেওঁলোকক সেইদিনা পাৰ্টিচিপলৰ নিয়ম মুখস্থ কৰিব দিছিলে কিন্তু দুৰ্ভাগ্যজনকভাৱে ছাত্ৰগৰাকীয়ে পাৰ্টিচিপলৰ বিষয়ে একোই নাজানে আৰু সেই কাৰণে তেওঁ গম পাইছিলে যে তেওঁৰ শিক্ষকজনে তেওঁ সেইদিনা স্কুলত হয়তো শাস্তি দিব গালি দিব সেইকাৰণে স্কুললৈ যাও নাযাও ভাবি থকাৰে তেওঁ স্কুলত কাৰণে বহুত লেট হৈছিলে For a moment I thought of running away and spending the day out of doors. So for a moment the student he thought that today I will not go to school and I will stay out of door. এক মুহূৰ্তৰ কাৰণে ভাবিছিলে যে মই স্কুললৈকে নাযাও আৰু গোটেই দিনটো মই আজি বাহিৰে বাহিৰে কটাই দিম It was so warm, so bright. The birds were chirping at the edge of the woods and in the open field back of the sawmill the Prussian soldiers were drilling and the weather was very much beautiful. It was very much warm and bright weather. That is why the birds they were chirping, they were singing by the side of the wood. অৰ্থাৎ বতৰটো সেইদিনা বৰ সুন্দৰ আছিলে ফৰকাল বতৰ আছিলে উষ্ম বতৰ আছিলে গতিকে চৰাইবিলাক বাহৰ পৰা ওলাই আহি হাবিৰ ওচৰত সিহঁতে গান গাই আছিলে চিঞৰিছিলে অৰ্থাৎ ইমান ধুনীয়া বতৰ যে বাহিৰত ঘূৰি ভাল লাগিব বুলি তেওঁ ভাবিছিলে He thought it will be better for him to stay outdoors rather than to go to school because if he will go to school definitely he will be punished by his teacher as he did not know about the rules of participles. And in the open field back of the sawmill the Prussian soldiers were drilling. Sawmill জানে তোমালোকে Sawmill মানে হৈছে কাঠফলা মেচিন Sawmill means it's a kind of machines which dissects the timbers. So there's a sawmill which was situated in the back side of an open field and in that open field the Prussian soldiers were drilling means doing parade or physical exercise. তোমালোকে জানা যে যিবিলাক soldier থাকে armies থাকে তেওঁলোকে সদায় ৰাতিপুৱা ব্যায়াম কৰে parade কৰে গতিকে স্কুললৈ যোৱা ৰাস্তাত তেওঁ এখন মুকলি পথাৰ পাইছিলে যিখন মুকলি পথাৰ এটা কাঠফলা মিলৰ পিছপিনে আছিলে আৰু সেই মুকলি পথাৰখনত দেখিলে যে প্ৰুছিয়ান সৈন্যবাহিনীৰ লোকসকলে তাত ড্ৰিলিং কৰিছে ৰাতিপুৱাৰ কসৰত কৰিছে তেওঁলোকে পেৰেড কৰি আছে The Prussian soldiers were drilling means actually his district was already captured by the Prussian armies and that is why the Prussian soldiers they were doing their regular morning physical exercise in the open field which was very much uniformed to look and which was really very much attractive আৰু আৰ্মিৰ যিবিলাক ড্ৰিলিং থাকে কসৰ থাকে বা খসাকে দেখি বৰ ধুনিয়া বহুত ডিসিপ্লিনড হয় গতিকে তেওঁ ভাবিছিলে ইমান ধুনিয়া ড্ৰিলিং খিনি আছে সো তাৰ কম্পাৰিজনত মোৰ ক্লাছৰটো আজি ভাল ক্লাছ নহব so he thought the drilling of these Prussian soldiers the physical exercise or you can say the parade of the Prussian soldiers were much more attractive than his participle classes. It was all much more tempting than the rule for participles, and it was all much more tempting. Tempting means attractive. This drilling of the Prussian soldiers was really very much attractive in comparison to his participle classes. But I had the strength to resist and hurried off to school. Though it was very much attractive, but still he had the strength to think against this, because he knew he must go to school, and that is why, though it was very much attractive, still he threw away this thinking from his mind and he hurried off towards his school. যদিও প্ৰুছিয়ান সৈন্যবাহিনীৰ যিখিনি ড্ৰিলিং আছিলে, কচৰত আছিলে, সেইখিনি বৰ আকৰ্ষণীয় আছিলে, তথাপিও সেই আকৰ্ষণীয়টো বাদ দি তেওঁ মনৰ পৰা সেইটো চিন্তা বাদ দি স্কুললৈ ততালিকে যোৱাৰ কাৰণে দৌৰ মাৰিছিলে. So we have completed the first paragraph. So first in this first paragraph we have come to know, so this is the story about a school where a school boy, he is describing the whole story in his own sentences. We have come to know his teacher is M. Hamel. M. Hamel means actually M means Monsieur, which is known as Mr. in our English language. মানে M. Hamel মানে আসলতে M মানে মিস্টাৰ নহয় কিন্তু দেই, M মানে মচিয়াৰ, অৰ্থাৎ ফ্ৰান্সৰ মানুহৰ নামত আমাৰ যেনেকৈ মহাশয় বুলি কোৱা হয়, মিষ্টাৰ বুলি কোৱা হয়, তেওঁলোকক মচিয়াৰ বুলি কোৱা হয়, আৰু সেইকাৰণে M. Hamel. চ' তোমালোকে মচিয়াৰ মনত ৰখাৰ দৰকাৰ নাই, জাষ্ট M. Hamel বুলি মনত ৰাখিলে হ'ল. চ' M. Hamel নামৰ শিক্ষকজন, তেওঁৰ শিক্ষক আছিলে. M. Hamel নামৰ শিক্ষকজনে সেইদিনা তেওঁলোকক পাৰ্টিচিপেলৰ নিয়ম মুখস্থ কৰিব দিছিলে. এইজন ছাত্ৰই নাজানে, সেইকাৰণে স্কুলত যাওঁ নাযাওঁ কৰাৰ কাৰণে তেওঁ সেইদিনা স্কুললৈ বহুত পলম হৈছিলে. Here the narrator is a school boy who was a student of the teacher M. Hamel. M. Hamel was a very tough teacher. Normally he punished the students if they do not able to answer properly, and on that specified day he was supposed to ask them the rules of participle, but the student, he did not know anything about the rules of participle. That is why he was very much afraid to go to school. ইয়াৰ পিছত আমি নেক্সট পেৰাগ্ৰাফটো ষ্টাৰ্ট কৰিম.